Okay, this is for the noobs. All right, so is a little oil right on the tip enough? Okay, first of all, this is a sealed unit. If you got one of these, you got a sealed area here, and no, a little bit on the tip of that is not going to be enough to get into the valve and get it well lubricated. It's not going to get CO2 on the outside of that. It'll get a little bit in there. Okay, so you got a sealed area here. It's all sealed. So you can just put a couple of fat drops in the hole. You can put a little in there. You can put a little here. That's important. And, okay, now, the reason you ever heard of the one drop on the tip is from BB guns. Okay, I'm going to have to zoom in here. I don't have a tripod. Hang on just a sec. All right, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know this. This is for the noobs. Now, there's the little piercing thing. You see that tiny little hole right in the middle of the needle-ish piercing hole? That's the only way to get oil into the valve of a BB gun. By the way, that's not true either. There's another way to get it in there. I'll do that in another video. Okay? Now, something else. See, that's nice and... Okay, see, there's a little bit of a dimple there. A little bit of a dimple there, which brings it a little farther away from your piercing punching thing, okay? And that's why you get too small of a hole sometimes. I've already tested these. That dimple is not quite shallow enough to cause a problem. But some, like this one, that's really weird. This would be good for BB guns because that big recess is going to hold some oil for you. Yeah. And here's another thing, by the way. This is filthy. Okay, I got this out to handle this so I wouldn't get it dirty. Okay, again, sealed unit in here, so anything that's on the outside of your cartridge is going to end up in here, and you don't want that. Okay, what else? Okay, this... I believe that's an Umarex cartridge, and it has a nice flush point at the end of it. That's going to get a good piercing for obvious reasons. Okay, so there's my lecture to you noobs about keeping your launchers properly lubed. Okay, oh, and only silicone oil. I'm sure you've been told that 100 times. All right, have a great day. Thanks for watching.